Hey, wellness seekers, it's your girl, Miss Misha. And of course, I am back with the question of the month. And this month's question is, since SSA, which stands for the Social Security Administrative or Administration, classifies HIV as a disability, has that label ever impacted your mental health? Why or why not? So, this question of the month for me has been super loaded because it's multi layers to this, right? But I'm going to answer on my own personal experience and lived experience. So, the short answer is, has it affected my mental health? The answer is no. However, was I impacted because of that? Absolutely, on several different occasions. Because, on one hand, if we're going to say that HIV is a disability, for some people, right, let me just say emotionally, it impacts people emotional well-being, their presence, and of course, if someone needs, the services that SSA provides for whatever their reasons, I'm sure that it's beneficial. However, I don't ascribe to the whole disability mindset or talk. And in 2024, I feel like that whole policy is so antiquated and outdated because, as we know, people living with HIV, well, the mass majority of people living with HIV are thriving and they're living. And for the ones who have, multiple comorbidities and who may not have the mental capacity to function in a normal world, where for them that would definitely be a disability. I feel like I do not fit the whole mold of what a disabled person would look like, or even a mental ill person. And for that reason, I can use my lived experience in 2017 when I lived in Jersey, when I went to social services to get assistance because I was unhoused with my kids, or in the process of being unhoused. They looked at me because I wasn't disheveled. I didn't look like I didn't look like what I was going through in the moment. I was actually denied services. They did not care about my HIV status. So I feel like from state to state, that looks different. From person to person, it also looks different. We also know that stigma, that in itself is kind of stigmatizing towards a group of people. And when it comes to one living, thriving, and trying to maintain their lives, certain people, for whatever reason, personal or none, they don't even qualify. HIV in itself does not really qualify them for SSA, SSD, SSI. They need to have multiple comorbidities in order for that to happen. But in short, has that affected me mentally? HIV, being a person living with HIV, has definitely affected my mental health. Yes, I've been a depressed person. I've been a person who have been suicidal since the age of 13 prior to an HIV diagnosis. And having and receiving an HIV diagnosis kind of catapulted me deeper into depression for years. So, does the label affect me mentally? No, I feel like I've been already affected prior to that. Um, yeah, this question just, it's multi-layered, it's so loaded, and I'm not sure if I'm even answering this correctly, but in short, did it affect me? The answer is no.